Hello dear student, in part 3 unit 6 general principles and processes of isolation of elements we will cover following contents: thermodynamics principle of metallurgy, Allingham diagrams, significance of Allingham diagrams, importance of Allingham diagrams, its limitation and application we will discuss in part 3. Thermodynamic principles of metallurgy. So some basic concept of thermodynamics help us in understanding the theory of metallurgical transformation. Gibbs free energy is the most significant term here. The change in Gibbs energy del G for any process at any specific temperature is described by this equation: del G is equal to del H minus T del S, where del G is a enthalpy change, del S is entropy change for process. This change could also be explained through the equation del G naught is equal to minus RT ln K, where R is gas constant, K is equilibrium constant of the reactant product system at the temperature T. A negative value of del G, it means the equilibrium constant's K value will be positive in equation. So and this can be happen only when reaction proceed towards product. It means the reaction will be in forward direction. Conclusion is that del G is negative only when the reaction will proceed forward direction. And if del S is positive on increasing temperature, the value of T del S would be increased, and del G is less than the value of T del S, then del G will be negative. So the net del G of two possible reaction is negative, the overall reaction will be occur. It means when two reaction mix in the system, the del G value will be negative and the overall reaction will be occur. So the process of interpretation involve coupling of two reaction is possible, and such coupling is easily understood through the Gibbs energy versus temperature plot for the formation of oxides in Allingham diagrams. Allingham diagrams. So it is the graphical representation of Gibbs energy, and it was first used by H.J.T. Allingham. So when we plot graph between change in formation of Gibbs energy of formation of oxides of elements versus temperature are called Allingham diagram. So in this graph, take the in y-axis change in formation of Gibbs free energy, and in x-axis take the different temperature. So mainly three type of curve obtained in this graph. One graph is in upward direction, and one graph is move in downward direction, negative graph, and third one is equivalent to the temperature. And then sudden change show the change in physical state. It means and that temperature oxides start change in physical states. So this graph basically help us to production of reducing agent in the reduction of oxides, and it is also helpful to predict the feasibility of thermal reduction of an ore. So at the given temperature del G must be negative, then therefore the reaction is visible. See the thermodynamic relation for the formation of metal oxide. So when metal combine with oxygen, it form the metal oxide, and during the formation energy release. So del H becomes negative because energy release from the system, and physical state of oxygen becomes solid. So randomness also decreases. So therefore del S change in entropy also negative. Put the value of del H and del S in equation for Gibbs energy. So del H put the value negative and del S put the value negative, and then we get del G is negative value. So when we see in graph for magnesium oxide, at low temperature the graph is increases with increasing temperature. So here the del G value is negative, but when increase temperature the graph sudden move upward direction, then here del G value becomes positive, and the stability of oxide decreases when increasing temperature. Next, thermodynamic relation for the formation of carbon dioxide. In this reaction, carbon combine with oxygen and form carbon dioxide. So during formation, energy release from system, so del H enthalpy change becomes negative, and physical state of oxygen before the reaction gases, and after the formation of oxide also gases. So randomness of system is not change. So therefore del S entropy change becomes 0. Put the value of del H and del S in Gibbs energy equation. Change in Gibbs energy equation, del H negative and del S 0. So T also becomes 0. So in this equation, in this graph is independent of temperature. So when we see in graph for CO2, formation of CO2, the equation is equivalent to the temperature. So this graph is independent from the temperature. Thermodynamic relation for the formation of carbon monoxide. In this reaction, carbon combine with oxygen and form 2 mole of carbon monoxide. So here also also the energy released from the system. So del H change in enthalpy becomes negative, and in this reaction 1 mole of gas form 2 mole of gas. So randomness is increase. So del S change in entropy becomes positive. Put the value of both del H and del S value in the change in Gibbs energy equation. Del H is negative and del S is positive. So del H becomes negative. So therefore at higher temperature del H value becomes more negative, and stability of oxide, carbon monoxide, increases with increasing temperature. So negative value, negative graph obtained in when we plot between the formation of del G and T, we get the negative graph for carbon monoxide. So at higher temperature the stability of carbon monoxide increases, and del G value becomes more negative. So at lower temperature below 1073 Kelvin, carbon monoxide is best reducing agent. Significance of Ellington diagram. First point, the positive slope of metal oxide shows that the stability decreases with increasing temperatures. See in this graph shows the magnesium when react with oxygen form the magnesium oxide. Here the del G value is negative, but when we increase temperature the del G value becomes positive, and the stability of metal oxide decreases when we increase temperature. See in this picture, here the iron oxide give the heat energy, and solid state of metal oxide convert into liquid state. So the sudden change of the graph shows the physical state change at that temperature, and del G value becomes positive, and as then stability of oxide will decreases. Next significance of Ellingen diagram is sudden change in the graph. It shows that the physical state change. It means physical state of metal oxide convert into solid state to liquid or liquid to vapor. Show in this graph. Here the physical state of magnesium oxide is solid and it convert into liquid state when increase the temperature. So this sudden change shows the physical state changes. See in this zinc also, here the at that temperature physical state of zinc oxide change in different physical state. Here the mercury also shows the sudden change. Here the liquid convert into vapor. And third significant is the negative slope of carbon monoxide shows that it become more stable with increasing temperature. This graph, carbon when react with oxygen it form the carbon monoxide, and this graph shows the negative slope. It shows that the stability of a metal oxide increases when increasing the temperature. Significance of Ellingen diagram. Next is tendency of metal to undergo oxidation is in the order. First metal undergo the oxidation state is magnesium, then after that aluminium, then zinc, iron, mercury, then silver. So it is also based on the reactivity order. So this is due to the increasing in negative of del G naught value. The formation of oxide goes in this order. So first form the magnesium oxide, then after that aluminum trioxide, then zinc oxide, then iron oxide, then silver oxide. So the electropositive metals curve are at the bottom of the diagram, like the magnesium oxide in the bottom of the diagram. So Ellingen diagram expresses the formation of different metal oxide reaction, and the G value gives energy value. Importance of Ellingen diagram. Silver oxide and mercurous oxide can easily decompose at 600 Kelvin to 700 Kelvin because its del G value is less negative, and when we increase temperature the stability of oxide decreases and del G value becomes positive. So it easily decompose at that temperature without using any reducing agent. Aluminium oxide can be reduced by magnesium because if we look at the plot for the formation of two oxide, magnesium oxide and aluminum oxide, we find that the value of aluminum oxide at that temperature below 623 Kelvin is less negative than the magnesium oxide. So thus del G of the reaction is negative. Therefore the below 623 Kelvin magnesium can reduce aluminum oxide to aluminium. Then however the above temperature, above 623 Kelvin, above temperature, the del G value for aluminum oxide is negative than that of magnesium oxide. Thus del G of the reaction is become negative, and therefore above 1623 Kelvin aluminum can reduce magnesium oxide to magnesium by using aluminum as a reducing agent. So below 1623 Kelvin magnesium can reduce aluminum oxide, and above 1623 Kelvin aluminum can reduce magnesium oxide to magnesium. Next importance of Ellingen diagram. The ore of iron hematite, ferric oxide reduced into iron by the using carbon as a reducing agent at higher temperature. For especially for obtaining wrought iron, carbon used as a reducing agent at higher temperature. But for obtaining pig iron at low temperature, carbon monoxide is the best reducing agent. Similarly, zinc oxide reduced by carbon at higher temperature, and zinc oxide reduce in zinc and form the carbon monoxide. Characteristic of Ellington diagram. First, all plots slope upwards. It means when we look at the Ellington diagram, generally metal oxides shows the positive curve. It moves upward direction, and it shows that del G naught becomes more positive and when temperature increases, and it shows the stability of oxide decreases. Next, the metal for which free energy formation del G naught F of their oxide is more negative can reduce those metal oxide which has less negative del G naught F value. It means those metal oxide having more negative del G value, they can use as a reducing agent and reduce metal oxide into its metal. Next, decreasing order of negative value of del G naught F of metal oxides. So first oxide formed by the calcium element, then after that magnesium, they form its metal oxide below 1773 Kelvin temperature because they have more negative del G value, so it can easily form the metal oxide. Then after that, aluminum, titanium, chromium, carbon, iron, nickel, mercury, and then after that, next point is carbon monoxide below 1073 Kelvin temperature used as a best reducing agent, and coke carbon above 1073 Kelvin temperature is more effective reducing agent. For example, carbon monoxide reduce ferric oxide, the ore of iron hematite, below 10,073 Kelvin temperature, but above it coke carbon reduce ferric oxide into iron. So obtaining wrought iron above high temperature reduced by the carbon as a reducing agent and obtain the pure iron. And coke reduce zinc oxide about 1270 Kelvin temperature. So carbon is a best reducing agent at higher temperature, and carbon is a best reducing agent at below 1073 Kelvin temperature. Limitation of Ellington diagram. It does not take kinetic of reduction into consideration, that is, how fast reduction will take place cannot be determined by the Ellington diagram. It shows the only visibility of the reaction. It does not show the rate of reaction of any formation of metal oxides. So it is a limitation of Ellington diagram. Applications of Ellington diagram. So Ellington diagram give idea about the which temperature range which is suitable reducing agent used to reduce metal oxide into its metal. So reduction of iron oxide in blast furnace at 500 to 800 Kelvin, that is the lower temperature range in the blast furnace. Ore of iron magnetite, when we react with carbon monoxide as a reducing agent, give rise to 3 mole of iron and 4 mole of carbon dioxide. And when we react ore of iron as hematite, react with carbon monoxide, it gives iron oxide, 2 mole of iron oxide and 1 mole of carbon dioxide. So So this iron is impure. Here 4% carbon is present. So obtaining pure iron, we increase the temperature in blast furnace at 900 to 1500 Kelvin temperature. Carbon react with carbon dioxide, it form the 2 mole of carbon monoxide, and then from in this reaction form iron oxide react with carbon monoxide and give iron. This iron is also impure, but impurity is less as compared to above. Here 3% impurity, 3% carbon impurity is present. After that, pure iron obtaining, increase temperature and use the carbon reducing agent. Let's see next. In ore of metals, other metal compound present as a impurity. So here calcium carbonate, limestone present as a impurity. When we heat ore of iron in blast furnace, it also absorb heat energy and decompose in calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. So for removing calcium oxide from ore of iron, use the silica as a flux. So silica react with calcium oxide to form the calcium silicate, which is form slag. So in the form of slags, we can remove the impurity from ore of the iron. Calcium oxide is a gangue combined with flux silicon oxide and form the calcium silicate as a slug, and it float over the molten iron and prevent the oxidation of iron.